Okay, for all you diesel guys, I looked for a video of this on YouTube and on the Ford forum, could not find it. So this is, I went to the Ford dealership and my right head on my 1997 Ford F150 7.3 diesel, the back of my right head oil rail, the cylinder head oil rail, I'm sure you're familiar with this plug if you've had a truck that long, and it's got an O-ring there and it's an end plug, and it's really hard to get to. It's really hard to get to. Well, I took it to the Ford dealership and they said they'd put one in for me for anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400. The part itself I picked up at the Ford dealership. They charged me $30 and found out that I could get it on the computer for $9.06. So it's an end cap, and the new one comes, it's a little longer because they upgraded it. It's a little different kind of style O-ring, but same plug, same plug. Anyway, they wanted to charge me $1,100 to $1,400 to do this. They told me that I would have to take the turbo off, and sold me the O-rings for it, and I would have to remove the downpipe, and that I'd be breaking bolts on the turbo, so I was kind of worried about that. And anyway, I figured out a way to get it out and put a new one in, and it was very simple. So what I did is I took a 1/2-inch drive ratchet. I'm sure you're all familiar with a 1/2-inch drive ratchet. And it was an old one, so it was broke. And it was laying in a corner of my garage, so I took the snap ring out and I pulled the center section out. That's the center section of a 1/2-inch drive ratchet. Well, I undid the downpipe from the turbo with this ratchet. Pretty easy to get to, you know. It's just a clamp. Pry the clamp off, pull the downpipe off, scoot it over a little bit, tiny bit, and this is in the back, and it's hard to, you can't reach it. So what I did is I, put that in there, and being that it had some real nice hardened teeth on the edges, I was even able to put it at an angle, like this, or any angle you want. You get a pretty good grip on it. Clamp it down, and being that there's teeth on both, it didn't slip at all. Put it in there, and I was able to take the cap out. Sometimes I had to remove the clamp, of course, reset it. You get the idea though. Clamp it down again, while I was in there, and I worked the cap out. I got the new cap and I put it in the same way. Hooked up, the whole job took me about an hour and 15 minutes at the most. But you can see this one was damaged because it's got the damaged O-ring right there where it got cut. So and I was dumping about 5 quarts a day out of it, so I had to fix it pretty immediately. It was leaving huge puddles. So if you have that oil in the back of a right bank, it drenches your starter and it drains right on top of your starter and runs down the back of the motor. It left no oil in the galley, the fuel galley or anything. So you got a bad oil leak back there and you take it to Ford and they want to charge you $1,200 to $1,400 for it, this is the answer, and it worked really well. So thanks for listening, and hope you get some help out of this little video. Thanks.